Growing up a left-handed athlete, I was told that being left-handed was an advantage and that there have been lots of successful careers. Coaches said it, parents told me, other teammates told me too. But honestly, outside of baseball, I never really felt like being left-handed helped me all that much. Looking back on it, they were probably just being nice to me. Let's face it, I was never going to go pro. But that did get me thinking, are left-handed athletes still successful today like they were in the past? I'm your host, Zach McMurray, and welcome to the Sunrise Sports Show. This is episode 1 of Project 27, where I'm going to be releasing one episode for the next 27 weeks until 2027. Let's get into it. Finally, I got through that roughly. Oh my gosh. If you were to Google best left-handed quarterbacks, Steve Young's name would be at the top of the list with accolades. Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee, known for his elite passing efficiency and dangerous rushing ability. He led the NFL in passer rating 6 times in 7 years. And then if you were to search today, there are only 2 left-handed quarterbacks, Tua Tag and Michael Penix Jr. Going into the 2026 season, both quarterbacks will be playing for the Atlanta Falcons. And since Michael was listed as questionable, and he was back up to Kirk Cousins 2 years in a row, we're going to focus on Tua, more specifically his 2023 season. So we can compare Steve Young's stats to Tua's. In Tua's 2023 season, we can look at he played 17 games with a 69% completion, 4,624 yards, 8.3 average, 29 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and a 101.1 rating. And we can compare that to Steve Young's if we'd put his statistically best season, which is his second to last season of his career, 1998, where he played 15 games, 62.3 completion percentage, 4,170 yards with an average of 8.1, 36 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and as well a 101.1 rating. The Miami Dolphins finished that 2023 NFL regular season with a record of 11-6, securing second place in the AFC East. Their season ended in the AFC wildcard, following a 27-6 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. So when you think of Tua, you might not think of the most successful career. With injuries and the weight of how promising he looked coming out of Alabama, he hasn't really been able to cross that finish line. Maybe Atlanta can be his chance to turn that sigma around and surpass Young as the best left-handed quarterback. After looking at the NFL, you could say that Tua is the most successful left-handed starting quarterback going into the 2026 season. But that's just 1 out of 32. Maybe football just isn't the best sport for left-handed athletes. Let's move on from the gridiron to the hardwood and see if NBA can tell a different story. Unlike the NFL, basketball gives us a lot more left-handed stars to choose from, but comparing different positions across different eras can get messy. So to keep things simple, we're going to compare 2 left-handed guards, modern superstar James Harden and Hall of Famer Manu Ginobili. As a Grizzlies fan growing up, Manu Ginobili was basically my basketball villain, so this comparison is going to hurt a little bit. Alright, and so we're going to take a look at this chart here at landofbasketball.com as they made a comparison of both their careers. So we got championships. Manu leads us 4-0. NBA seasons, James actually surpassed him by 1. Pretty close on the playoffs. James totally takes over on All-Star games. And then he's got an MVP awards. James has 6 All-NBA first teams and 8 All-NBA teams total selections. He's been the scoring leader 3 times, assist leader twice. Now we'll take a look at the regular season stats. Looks like James clears in every way. He clears in total points, total rebounds, every way. The only thing he loses in is 3-point percentage, barely, and barely field goal percentage. Just from looking at this graph, I would say that this time, the modern star has surpassed the legend. The NBA showed more promise because there are more left-handed athletes to choose from. The fact that I can ask you to throw some other left-handed basketball stars in the comments I should have used instead of James Harden shows there's a better success rate than the NFL. Alright, so the courts seem to do some good this time. Let's finish it off with the diamond and see what the long-awaited MLB has to say. To round us off, we'll look to the show. Fortunately, the most famous baseball player of all time was left-handed, none other than Babe Ruth. For a modern player, while he doesn't throw right-handed, he does bat left-handed, and that's all we're focusing on today, the success of left-handedness. And to do that, we're going to steal it from this chart from Sports Reference like we did with the NBA, as they were kind enough to put them side by side. So again, while there's his batting and games played, it seems like everything else is surpassed by Shohei Ohtani. So after looking at these charts, you can tell from the overall stats, there's not much going on Babe Ruth's side that Shohei can't compete with. Comment down below which stat line you'd rather have, Shohei's lineup or Babe Ruth's lineup. The only other thing is, how many rings would you want? Babe has 7, while Shohei only has 2 as of now. The only other thing is Shohei's still in the league, so he's got more to go. And he's already beaten him in a lot of these categories. So after looking at the NFL, NBA, and MLB, I think what I was told growing up is partially true. Being left-handed isn't automatically an advantage. In football, left-handed success has clearly declined. In basketball, lefties continue to find success, but skills mattered more than handedness. But baseball still embraces lefties in a way no major American sport does. So if you're a young left-handed athlete looking for your best chance at success, you might want to grab a bat. And that's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if there was other athletes I should have compared. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like and subscribe. This was episode 1 of Project 27. I'm releasing 1 video a week for the next 27 weeks until 2027. Tune in next week when we talk about if home court advantage still exists. God bless.